Good Tuesday, everyone. I'm Cyrus Webb, and welcome to Conversation Daily News. Glad you all could be with us. But of course, you have your news headlines coming up on this Tuesday. We have a message from my book, Words I Choose to Live By, and in today's Entertainment Spotlight, you report my conversation with author and motivational speaker, Mary Ellen Ciganovich. Enjoy today's broadcast. For Conversation Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with your Tuesday headlines. In international news, Rishi Sunak, UK's ex-Treasury chief, gets his shot at Prime Minister job. Rishi Sunak ran for Britain's top job and lost. Then he got another shot and the chance to say, "I told you so." The former UK Treasury chief was runner-up to Liz Truss in the contest to replace the scandal-plagued Boris Johnson as Conservative Party leader and Prime Minister. But Truss quit after a turbulent 45-day term, and Johnson has abandoned a comeback attempt. That left Sunak out front, and he won the race Monday to be leader of the Conservative Party and will assume the office he missed out on less than 2 months ago. Victory in the Conservative leadership contest is vindication for Sunak, who warned in the last campaign that Truss' tax-cutting economic plans were reckless and would wreak havoc. And so they did. Truss resigned last week after a package of tax cuts spooked financial markets, hammered the value of the pound, and obliterated her authority. Sunak will be Britain's first leader of color and the first Hindu to take the top job. At 42, he's also the youngest prime minister in more than 200 years. To win, Sunak had to overcome allegations by opponents that he was a turncoat for quitting Johnson's government as it floundered amid ethics scandals. The near-simultaneous resignations of Sunak and the health secretary on July the 5th set off a chain reaction. Within 48 hours, some 50 members of the government had quit, and Johnson was forced to step down. Sunak painted it as a matter of principle, saying he wanted to repair the breakdown of trust in politics. He also accused Truss of offering fairy tales by promising immediate tax cuts when he felt curbing soaring inflation was a bigger priority. In more international news, Ukraine cites success in downing drones, fixes energy sites. Ukrainian authorities tried to dampen public fears over Russia's use of Iranian drones by claiming increasing success Monday in shooting them down, while the Kremlin talks of a possible dirty bomb attack added another worrying dimension as the war enters its 9th month. Ukrainians are bracing for less electric power this winter following a sustained Russian barrage on their infrastructure in recent weeks. Citizens of a southern Ukrainian city lined up for water and essential supplies Monday as Ukrainian forces advance on the nearby Russian-occupied city of Kherson. Ukraine's forces have shot down more than 2/3 of the approximately 330 drones that Russia has fired through Saturday, the head of Ukraine's intelligence service said on Monday. He said Russia's military had ordered about 1,700 drones of different types and is rolling out a second batch of about 300. Both Russia and Iran deny that Iranian-built drones have been used. Britain's Ministry of Defense said Russia was likely to use a large number of drones to try to penetrate the increasingly affected Ukrainian air defenses to substitute for Russian-made long-range precision weapons, which are becoming increasingly scarce. That assessment came on top of a stark warning by the Russian defense minister to his British, French, Turkish, and U.S. counterparts over the weekend that Ukrainian forces were preparing a provocation, including a radioactive device, a so-called dirty bomb. In national news, 2 killed in shooting in St. Louis High School, gunman also dead. A gunman broke into a St. Louis high school Monday morning warning, "You are all going to die," before fatally shooting a teacher and a teenage girl and wounding 6 others before police killed him in an exchange of gunfire. The attack just after 9 a.m. at Central Visual and Performing Arts High School forced students to barricade doors and huddle in classroom corners, jump from windows, and run out of the building to seek safety. One terrorized girl said she was eye-to-eye with the shooter before his gun apparently jammed and she was able to run out. In entertainment news, Leslie Jordan, the versatile Emmy Award-winning actor, dies at 67. Leslie Jordan, the actor whose dry southern drawl and versatility made him a comedy and drama standout on TV series, including Will and Grace and American Horror Story, has died. The Emmy winner, whose videos turned him into a social media star during the pandemic, was only 67 years old. The world is definitely a much darker place today without the love and light of Leslie Jordan. Not only was he a mega talent and joy to work with, but he provided an emotional sanctuary to the nation at one of the most difficult times. A representative for Jordan said in a statement on Monday. The native of Chattanooga, Tennessee, who won an Outstanding Guest Actor Emmy in 2005, had a recurring role on the comedy Call Me Kat, and starred on the sitcom The Cool Kids. And finally, in business news, U.S. stocks march higher ahead of tech-heavy earnings week. Stocks shook off a shaky start and closed higher Monday, extending their gains from last week as investors geared up for a heavy week of earnings from big technology companies. The S&P 500 rose 1.2%, with technology, healthcare, and financial stocks accounting for a big share of the gains. Only materials and real estate sector stocks fell. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. It's now time for a message from Words I Choose to Live By. Enjoy. Good Tuesday, everyone. I'm Cyrus Webb, and welcome to Words I Choose to Live By. In this race called life, you may sometimes have feelings of doubt and despair. Sometimes you might even stumble. But even if you fall, get back up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. The race is not over. Have an amazing Tuesday. Mary Ellen Ciganovich speaks in today's Entertainment Spotlight right here on Conversation Daily News. For Conversation Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with Entertainment Spotlight. Author and motivational speaker Mary Ellen Ciganovich rejoined me on Conversations Live, the radio show yesterday, to talk about her success and her amazing career. Here's a bit of our conversation.
One of the things I love about our relationship that we have as friends, but also what I've been able to see from you as an author and as a speaker, is that you are a person that has been able to embrace your gift now, but also you've been able to really stay, I think, humbled by it all. So I want to talk about that, because people who have not done half of what you've done, I mean, you have 3 books that are already out. You're doing speaking. I mean, you were a Woman of the Year honoree for this year. So many great things have come your way. What is it that helps you to stay grounded?
I can only say God, and everything that I learned basically from my father, growing up. You've heard me say this several times. I'd run in and I'd go, "Oh, this happened to me. It was an award, or I made cheerleading, or whatever." And you go, "Great, Mary Ellen, that and $1 get you a cup of coffee." Of course, today it's like $4, but and I always know that. And I appreciate all the comments, and I appreciate everyone who reads everything. I always do, and I'm always so grateful. And I know that without God, without my higher power, without me being able to connect with that higher power, I would not be able to do what I do. And that keeps me grounded more than anything.
What has it been like for you to see how people around the world have really taken to your message about truth?
Well, it's been interesting. I did Miracles with Mary Ellen on Monday. I did it on truth because I do get so many emails and so many comments back from people about what exactly is truth. What are you speaking about? And I always tell them it's not facts or opinions. Truth is. Truth is something that will never change, like God is.
Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. We thank you all for tuning into this edition of Conversations Daily News. But better get on tomorrow, more news, message from my book, Words I Choose to Live By, and of course, the Entertainment Spotlight. Until then, remember how Cyrus Webb saying, as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversation Daily News today. Now let's go make it a great one.